Today we are cooking homemade Louisiana jambalaya.
First, you want to start with your holy trinity, which is going to be your green bell pepper, some celery, and 1 onion, and we're going to chop that up, and that's going to be called our holy trinity.
We're just gonna go ahead and break up these garlics so it gets all that flavor out of the garlics. So this is what we call the holy trinity here in Louisiana. It's celery, onion, and green pepper, and we're about to put this on a low-medium heat on the pot.
So like I said, now all we're going to do is just keep this here and sizzle it and caramelize it. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to chop up our sausage and our chicken. Make sure you get the breast strips because they have a lot of fat and it gives it a lot of flavor when you're cooking the jambalaya as well. What I like to do is I like to cook all my meat separately. We have the sausage that I'm going to cook next, but first we're going to go ahead and cook the chicken and season your chicken up because we like the flavors to all be individually seasoned. And right now we just have, I put a little bit of oil on this one in that time-lapse video. And right now we're just going to go ahead and just making sure this is nice and sauteed, and we're just going to keep that on this oil for a little bit. Now that we have all this cooking, we have our chicken cooking, we're going to use the Mondo smoked sausage made with pork. This typically has the best flavor for a jambalaya, so we're going to go ahead and use this as well. Now that we got our sausage cut, our holy trinity is about done, and what you want to do is you want to add about 3 garlics to the holy trinity. We usually put in the garlic last because garlic is usually easily burned, so we're going to add it in last. Our chicken's about done, so we're going to go ahead and add our sausage to our chicken, and I'm going to go ahead and season both of our meats in there together. Now that we got our sausage in the chicken pan, we're going to go ahead and add some Creole seasoning and some Tony Satchery. This stuff works amazing. If you're from Louisiana, everyone has this. It's the best seasoning around for jambalaya and Cajun food. I usually just estimate with the Tonys. It just depends on your preference. If you like a hot, spicy food jambalaya type dish, then you want to use extra Tonys. If not, don't use as much. We're just going to go ahead and break up these garlics so it gets all that flavor out of the garlics to put onto the jambalaya. So we're going to add that into this seasoning mix with the holy trinity, and then right now we're just letting that cook. This chicken and sausage is looking great. This is about done being sauteed. We're going to go ahead and add this to our chicken and sausage whenever you're done cooking. Just look at that rich Creole Cajun color already to our jambalaya. It's going to look amazing. We're going to also get our 2 cups of white rice ready to put in here. But now what we're going to do is add some crushed tomatoes. We're going to probably put about a quarter or half of this can in there. It just depends on what it looks like. And then we're going to go ahead and add 2 cups of chicken broth to the seasoning as well. So now at this point, I'm just gonna let it get to a boil before I put my rice into it. But other than that, this thing looks amazing. I mean, look at all those flavors. Just, this thing is gonna be amazing whenever it comes out done. And so I also, like I said, I went ahead, I didn't really measure this, I just went by what I felt looked right. A lot of the time, that's what you're gonna get a lot of most times. But I can go ahead. I did add some salt and pepper to this. I can go ahead and try to figure out how much I've estimated and put in here, and I'll go ahead and share it with y'all. Okay, so now we're gonna put 2 cups of rice into the pot. And now we're gonna get 1 more cup of this, and we're gonna go ahead and insert 2 cups of rice. And now when we put both cups in there, we're gonna go ahead and let this sit for about 5 minutes this way, and then we're gonna put a lid on it for about 10 minutes. Make sure that rice is nice and durable. And this is how you make homemade Cajun chicken and sausage jambalaya. Now you could also, there's a way you can make it with shrimp as well, but this is the way I make it. It's actually my first time. I think it came out pretty good, actually. I'm not gonna lie, it tastes really good. But also when you're cooking this, you wanna make sure your rice is well done all the way too. All I have for y'all today, that is how you make Louisiana chicken and sausage jambalaya.